What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Come on in the room. Hey, listen here, family. I'd like to welcome you again to another episode of Plugged In, where we plug you in with the information that you need in order for you to change your life and your condition. Hey, I'm not even going to waste no time with this. Again, I'm plugging you guys in with the information that you need in order for you to be successful. Over a year ago, on one of my podcast episodes, I was at that time I was telling all of the people in the music industry, if you was a rapper, a singer, a producer, a DJ, I was telling everybody back then, get linked into the metaverse and NFTs. Increase your knowledge and understanding on cryptos. Now, here we are again. Now, at that time, and what led to that podcast was, now that was the NFT segment to where Tory Lanez, some of you guys know who Tory Lanez is. He's a little young for me in the music industry, not in my lane at all. But I couldn't hate on the brother because at that time, when I first started mentioning to people about NFTs and going into the metaverse, um, he is to date the only recording artist that has sold 1 million copies. He was the first to sell 1 million copies on the NFT platform. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, in the music industry world, and some of you out there who are watching this show today, you already know that to go platinum is 1 million copies. He went 1 million copies in one day. I mean, literally a few hours. You guys will have to go back and rewatch that episode on the podcast Plugged In. And I know I specifically told you exactly how many hours he went platinum. Now, that's 1 million copies. Now, in a perfect world, well, not even in a perfect world. In the music industry world, you do 1 million copies. Even back in my day when we had tapes, cassettes, and CDs and records, if you sold 1 million CDs at back then at 1999, you were a millionaire night 20 million times over. Now, in comes the NFT world, and if he still sold 1 million copies, I don't know what he sold them for. Some people were reporting that they was buying his NFTs at $100. Some were buying them at $1,000. Some were going into groups and they buying multiple NFTs at a big, huge dollar value. But he was breaking it, even if he sold it at $1. Boom, he's still a millionaire. Now, here we go, comes in the metaverse world. Into the metaverse. Um, there's a real estate agent in Atlanta that's already opened up a mall in the metaverse and already selling the whole entire mall that she created in the metaverse is sold out. If you guys can hear me well, make sure you leave me a 1 in the comments so I know that everybody can hear me well. But what happened was that mall is completely sold out. She's now making money. Now comes in other major celebrities are now getting involved in the metaverse NFT game. Now, if you guys can see this article right above my head, Nike. Now, this is how serious this metaverse is. Nike, the powerhouse shoe giant that brought us the Nike Air Max, the Jordans, the LeBron James, and all of these other big high-tech shoes that we are spending $200 and $300 and $400 a pair on in regular money. Look, ladies and gentlemen, at how much. Let me get my finger up here. Can you guys see that? Look at how much Nike is selling for in the metaverse. $186,000 This is a breaking story, ladies and gentlemen. Nike, on top of the billions and billions that they have already making in virtual money, not virtual money, but in real money, they are now selling shoes, making more than that. One pair of shoes, ladies and gentlemen, $186,000 in the metaverse. In the metaverse. Now, as always, I'm going to drop the link to this article right into the description so you guys can read this. But check this out right here. Over $14 million has been spent on the digital shoes, with the average person, listen to this, the average person spending $10,500 to $12,500 a pair of shoes. But if you want to customize them, it's an additional $3,500 to customize some virtual shoes that you can't even wear, and people are spending this kind of money on shoes in the virtual system. And now you guys want to sit back and say, hey, look, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't understand that. Listen here, let me tell you something. Your children right now are the ones that's spending this kind of money in the metaverse, and you don't even know it. So every time your child is playing the video games, the Grand Theft Autos, the Call of Duties, and all of these other video games out here, and they're asking you for the credit card, and they want to download some Nike shoes, you better check your credit card bill, because somebody's on there buying some stuff. I just saw where Snoop Dogg, the iconic rapper from the West Coast, everybody knows who Snoop Dogg is, rolling down the street, smoking Indo. Everybody already knows who Snoop Dogg is. Snoop Dogg has now structured a deal with GTA, Grand Theft Auto, for the tune of $50 million, where he sold his likeness and persona and his voice to Grand Theft Auto. And now, do you know how much it is to download the character of Snoop Dogg? Oh yeah, if you want to use Snoop Dogg as your icon or as your avatar. And to my understanding, he has some killer kill shots and all this other kind of stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with the metaverse, you need to increase your knowledge on what the metaverse is. We are moving in a society now to where in this virtual world, you can be anybody that you want to be. You can have and obtain any type of luxuries you want to be. Now, if you wanted to be the president of the United States in your metaverse, multiverse, you, right there in your living room, in your home, can become the president of the United States, and you can govern and rule your country whatever kind of way you want to. Virtual reality, ladies and gentlemen. But this, I could not sit on this article right here. Let me see right here. It says someone who was obsessed with the shoes, that they spent over $186,000 on shoes they don't even get a real version of. And fingers crossed, they told everyone else that they were going to do it beforehand. Boom. Somebody just dropped $186K on some virtual shoes, thinking that they was going to get some real ones, because in this virtual universe, Nike allows you to design and create your own shoe with the Nike, under the Nike brand. And they're calling them the Nike Dunk Genesis Crypto Kicks. Earlier this month, they can be bought as NFTs. See, look at this under that word, NFTs. NFTs in the metaverse are coming hand in hand with each other. So earlier this month, you could have bought them with the NFTs, and only 20,000 of them were made. So you know people are going crazy over them. When they release these NFTs coming from Nike, and this is something that I'm telling you, and you guys heard it here first, something that you should watch for first. When they drop some more Nike NFTs, you need to snatch them up because somebody is paying $10,000 to $12,000 per pair. So even if they release them, the NFTs at $100, ooh, you're talking about a come up, ladies and gentlemen. Increase your knowledge in the metaverse, increase your knowledge in NFTs, increase your knowledge in the cryptocurrency, and change your condition for the better. It's there and available to you. I know a lot of people don't understand it. This is why I just did a shot of podcast the past 2 days. There is nothing stopping you from learning what these things are. You have all day, every day to learn and research and research and research. Increase your knowledge. If you don't get an understanding, then call somebody. Because everybody knows somebody that's into the NFT game and into the metaverse game. Hell, start right there in your own household with your children and grandchildren. Because they already on top of the metaverse. They're already on top of cryptos. They're already on top of NFTs. They can give you an understanding. So now, instead of taking your money and still trying to save your way to $1 million, which you will never do, instead of taking your money and trying to save your way to a relaxing, debt-free retirement, which you will never do, take that your hard-earned money, take your income tax returns, and buy you some Nike NFTs. Design them, create them, and then re-release them and put them out on the market. Hey, listen, I got to get out of here. Y'all already heard the phone is ringing, and I got to get back to work. But I wanted you guys to check this hot new breaking news out that that's been released. And actually, this is right on time because as you can see, today's date, it was released today, April the 29th, 2022. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, about Nike's virtual sneakers that's going upwards of 186K. I am the Info Plug, and I'll see you guys back again with the next latest breaking news as it pertains to this world that we're living in today. Peace.